What's up, everybody? It's Team 3 Star Gaming again. We got another video for you. We sent off a bunch of our cards to PSA. We have another 100 lot that just got sent up through Gem Mint grading. So that'll be back probably around December. Hopefully a 3-month trial turnaround period through PSA. We're also going to be sending in a September submission, which is probably going to feature a lot of the Japanese cards, plus almost all the Champions Path. And as most of you guys know, there's a Rainbow VMAX Charizard and another shiny Charizard. So what we're going to end up doing is showing you our PSA return through a binder, and then we'll compile a list and show you guys what we sent out to PSA in another video. And then from here on out, we hope to show you all submissions in person, what we think the grades are going to be. We all have it all documented on an Excel sheet. We compare what we thought they were and what they would get for future visits. Plus, we have all these now different grades on all these cards, so then we can see what PSA looks for in grading and everything else more firsthand. It's one thing to read about, it's another thing to see about it. So we're going to start off with page 1 of our booklet. These are these sleeves right here that are holding up. They're actually postal sleeves, but they work really good for PSA cards because you can just slide them in and out right here like this. So I'm going to start off with page 1 of our recent return. My favorite is Ninetales. So I'm going to zoom in real quick so you guys can see individually what goes on. So, go back one more. There we go. Start with our base set Blastoise. We got a mint, near mint 8.5. This is regular Blastoise. What knocked this down is most likely the hollow scratches. We're not going to show you every single one. There's only highlights of the ones that we see. There's some scratches you can see in the hollow. Centering looks really good, and there's a small nick right there, and that's probably what dropped it down more than anything. We got a 9 on the Ninetales, which is right here. This is from base set 1, and it just, again, has a little bit of scratches. Base set 2, also got a 9. This one I didn't grade personally. I bought for, I think, $15. I'm just a big fan of Ninetales, and having a full art Top Chrome series, had to have it in my collection. So, page 2. I'm going to point something out just for all you guys future buyers and everything if you're thinking about PSA grading. Because this right here we thought was going to get a 8 or better. There are no scratches in the hollow or anything else. I'm going to point out exactly why this got the 5. Centering's great. There's only a small white thing right there in the top right corner. Corners, see the small whitening? Now, this is not what got it to 5. I want to show you guys so I can get it to show up in the light. Kind of see it right there. There's the smallest bit of a crease. And I mean the smallest bit of one. It's right where my thumbnail is. And that knocked it all the way to the 5. Can't even see it from the back. Can't even see the crease in the back. But just so you guys know, when you guys are looking at buying collections, look for any actual damage to the card, because they knocked this plain Charizard from what should be around a 7 or an 8 all the way down to a 5 for the smallest bit of a crease right there. So I just want to show you guys that. This is Legendary Collection Haunter. That pulled a 9, which is
big old line through the line through this right side.
Yep, right down the middle. Steelix, another one of my favorite mons, pulled a 9 from Neo Genesis. Very happy about that. We pulled a 9 with this Charizard. Now, I will say I was surprised about that, because this actually has whitening on the back. A slight bit. And it has 2 print lines. If I can get them to show right there. And then it actually has whitening in the back. Right there. And right there. I for sure thought that was going to be an 8, but can't complain too much about it. I'm going to turn the page and end up passing it on to Krellin. He could just show some of our others, because those are our first 10s.
Alright, so as you can see, we got Dialga Palkia GX. Got that as a 9. Another tag team with Reshiram and Zekrom. Let's get a good look at this. You can see how great the centering is on this because it's balanced on both sides and also vertically. You look closely at the back. There's virtually no whitening, no nicks, no nothing on this. So if you see a card like that, you know it's actually going to be worth something. Then we got a 7 Dragonite here. And then as you can see, it is shifted really far up and a little bit to the left, just based on the borders. The whitening right here is awful. Honestly, the fact that this got a 7 is actually a little bit surprising with how bad that is. On this page, we got Torkoal and Flannery. Got this one because I personally love Torkoal. It's probably one of my favorite fire types. And she's probably one of my favorite gym leaders. We got Cheeto Face because he has awesome shiny. And he was cheap. Blaine's Arcanine is one we sent in. We didn't expect much out of this, but as you can see, the hollow is scratched brutally. It's shifted up and to the left like the Dragonite was. And then, obviously, you see all the nicks on the back on that one as well. But a lot of these cards we got just for personal collection purposes, nothing more. So like the Shining Celebi, which is absolutely atrocious. So some people sit there and say, well, this is going for about $400, so that's what I want for it. But when you got creases there, and then just warped everywhere, you got bends right there. Look at the back. Corners are all whitened. Luckily, we got this in a bulk buy and it didn't cost us that much, so we were willing to bite the bullet on that. And now we just got it in the case, and it being a 3 kind of helps us out personally if we ever got in a tight spot. This is another one of the cards we just got just because we love the Gym Leader series, and I mean, who doesn't like a good Gyarados? But as you can see, this one also has a lot of damage, and surprising that one got a 6. Eevee we were surprised by. We thought it would have gotten a little bit worse than what it did. This one we got as a gift. This one was part of another bulk buy we had, and we are completely pleased with that one. Electivire, just because it's one of my favorite Mons. And that's pretty much all we have for the case. And we're not just sticking to Pokemon. We do get Yu-Gi-Oh! Every once in a while, and Goku had this one just sitting in the box, so the fact that it got an 8 and it was sitting in there for probably 2 to 3 years, and all I did was get a couple scratches on the hollow. Nothing short of a surprise, or nothing short of amazing that I got an 8 on that. I personally, this is probably my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. Slightly used, which I thought going into this it was going to be a 10, but Goku pointed out that if you look at the corners really closely, which I don't know if I can even get on the camera, that you can see the slightest bends in the square cut, and that's probably what knocked them down to 7 and 6. But either way, I don't care if these got 10s or not. I just wanted them pretty much safe for the rest of my life because I just love the cards that much.
Well, guys, that'll be the end of this video. We're just showing off. We're waiting to do a video on what we're going to send for the September submission through Graded Gems. And we're still doing break buys and stuff like that. So when we get some break orders in, we'll see what we got between Darium's Pokemon, which is on Twitch. And then there is also TCG Breaker. We buy into those, and those are also another break site. So we're going to probably call it there, and hope to see you guys in future videos.